What is up, everybody on YouTube? Maxibach here with another video. Today we're going to be doing the full review of the Alcatel Idol 3. So, with the Alcatel Idol here, this device here, we got a 5.5 inch screen. One second. Got 2 gigs of RAM, 16 gigabytes of onboard storage, 13 megapixel camera in the back with LED flash, of course Idol branding, and then Alcatel One Touch name at the bottom there. You got an 8 megapixel camera in the front. Both of them are capable of shooting 1080p video. The battery size is 2,910 milliamps. And let me see here. What else can we go over? Power buttons on the left side of the phone, along with the sharing micro SD card tray. And then we have the volume up and down keys on the right side, with the micro USB port on the bottom right with the mic. And you also have a, let me see here, is it the top? Yeah, microphone on the top too. Cool thing about this phone here is that it has the reversible UI. So get that out the way real quick. As you can see, this is the bottom of the phone here, and that's the top. But it can function as if the top is the bottom. So as you can see, everything is working perfectly fine. And the reason why you have a mic up here is for you to talk. So you can just flip that back around. Got a cool little animation too as well. But as far as the internals, we're looking at a 615 octa-core processor. It's clocked at 1.5 gigahertz, and we got the Adreno 405 for the GPU. For the internals, we also have the Android 6.0.1 Marshmallow running right now. Out the box, it comes with 5.0.2, so there's no you get the upgrade right away. You could expand the storage up to 256 gigabytes. With the new update to Marshmallow, you are able to use the SD card as adaptable storage. I already talked about the cameras. Let me see here. The screen is 1080p. For the pixels, we have 401 pixels per inch. Alright, so I'm shooting this with the Moto G4 here. It has a accelerometer, proximity sensor, compass, pretty much stuff you can expect on a phone these days. And alright, enough of the specs. Let's talk about the real world use here. In my opinion, the phone looks great. I love the way it looks here. It's like a small build, super thin, super lightweight. If you never held one of these phones, the first time picking it up, you're gonna be shocked at how light it is. Alright, this is a really light phone, especially for it to almost have a 3,000 milliamp hour battery. It is pretty light. You got the stereo front-facing speakers here. Alright, which are really good and handy for when you want to listen to music and play YouTube videos. It just provides a different experience to have audio coming from top and bottom, and it's in the front. And about the left hand, the power button being on the left hand side, for me it wasn't a big deal. Only because, I get used to things. Like, it's not a big deal to me. Like having a power button on one side and volume up and down key on the other. It's pretty much something that's been happening for a very long time. And then LG came and did their thing with putting it in the back. Got used to it because, what are you gonna do? See, those kind of things I don't really complain about, because if you want to get into your phone, you're gonna get into it. So complaining about where the button is kind of stupid to me. Charging port is on the bottom, not a big deal. That's where most charging ports is. Headphone jack is on the top here. Where is it? 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Just want to see if I can get that focused there. But yeah, it's pretty much the aesthetics there. The phone looks good. Got a screen protector rocking on it right now, and also got this case for it, but I took that off for the sake of the video. As I get done with this review here, I'm going to be switching it over to I'm going back to oh, I can't really show you. I'm going back to my Moto G4. I'm using that to make this video right now. As you can see, Metro PCS LTE, and got it connected right now, just to show you guys. Alright, so anyway, call quality. Call quality in this device is up and down. I'm being honest with you. It sounds good. It's like whenever I make a phone call going outgoing, the ring will be super loud for 1 second, then the next second it will go like super low. It's like nothing I can really explain. It's kind of weird, but I thought it was kind of like strange because it didn't happen. It didn't just happen one time. It happened every almost every time I made a call. Like, I'll make a call, the ring will go in, like the ring will be super loud on the speaker, and it'll be super loud. As far as talking to someone, it was cool. It was hard for the other person to hear me sometimes, but you know, it got the job done by making the calls I wanted, and I was able to speak to people I talked to mostly. All right, so call quality, it's cool. Text messaging, another thing that I kind of had an issue with. Hey, on my other phones, I haven't had an issue with the call quality or the texting. So, yeah. So sometimes it feels as though with the messaging that I don't get all my messages. And, you know, come on now. It looks like I'm not in a conversation with someone when they're texting me. And I don't get my messages, and I get messages like 2 hours later or something like that. That has to get, you know, annoying. And I got to explain to them. And it sounds like I'm lying. I got to explain to them that, hey, I didn't get your message, you know, and that kind of sucks. So text messaging is cool. It gets a little laggy when you tap on the keyboard too. Now, the keyboard I am using is the Google keyboard, so you wouldn't think it'd be laggy, but it is. You know, laggy when I mean like, let's say you want to type a sentence and you want to type it quick. You know how you type real quick, right? Some phones lag up on you. This is one of those phones. While other phones, they don't lag up. So no matter what you're doing, it will just be able to keep up with you. So yeah. Let me see here. Camera. I already did a video about the video review about the camera, but I'm gonna go through the modes for you real quick. So, oops, not that one. Wait. Okay. Alright, so camera here. Oh, over here. Alright. Come on. Alright, so for the camera. So we got auto mode, HDR, panoramic, manual mode, time lapse, scanner, face beauty, and additional settings here. Now in additional settings, it's got the option to change it to from 10 megapixel to 13 megapixel with a timer on, geotagging. I don't use the timer that often. You don't need to. Put this back in. Shutter sound, I keep that off. Grid exposure. Let me see here. Anti-band video quality. I got that at 1080p, of course. And then you got electronic image stabilization. Oh no, keep that on. So yeah. So not too many options in the camera settings there, but I did a video with the camera quality test, so you can go and check that out if you want to on my channel. So the camera is good. It's 8 megapixel camera in the front, 13 megapixel camera in the back. Takes good selfies, takes good rear shots, and it does have electronic image stabilization. So it won't be as shaky when you're shooting videos here as other phones. But it's not better than optical image stabilization. Do not get that confused. The battery. You see, the thing about the battery is it has great standby time. So meaning like the standby time of the battery, like one night I left for work and it was at 100% when I left, of course. By the time I got ready to use it, the next time I took it out of my pocket, which was about 2 hours later, it was still at 100%. So I thought that was really good because the standby time was good. Now, as soon as you start using the phone, you start seeing the percentage drops like crazy. Like, it's like, you know, you go from like 100%, you say you do a couple things in it real quick, and then boom, you're at 95. So I'm like, okay. I mean, it's not that big of a battery. But I mean, to complain about it, and not so much. I'm just saying it's not as bad as my other phones. But you can get about 4 hours of heavy use in this phone here, maybe 3.5 heavy use. But you can definitely last a day with it as long as you're moderate. Like, do not go heavy on this phone if you don't have a charger near you. And about charging, I think the charging on it is pretty fast as well. I was able to charge this phone. I could say it charges at least 1% out. So let's say you have about 60% and you got 40 minutes to charge. You can get your phone to 100% in about 40 minutes, easy. And the same thing goes for whatever percentage you're at. If you got that, if I'm saying a percentage a minute, what I'm saying is it will take about 100 minutes to fully charge your phone. So, and that's what my experience here, because the charging is actually pretty fast. Alright. Don't know why it isn't rated 2.0 charge or nothing like that, but oh yeah, this thing charges really fast here. As far as the OS here, right now the OS is running. Show you here. Come on, focus. The OS is running 6.0.1 Marshmallow, and out the box it was running. Okay, that was weird. Out the box it was running 5.0.2. Oh yeah, and all the people who watch my videos and wonder why I don't cut my nose, there you go. There. I'm showing you my nose again. So leave it in the comment saying why should I cut my nose, or why don't I cut them? Just want to know you guys. Alright. So anyways, I was saying, it has Android 6.0.1 here. As you can see. And what comes with Android 6.0.1 is you get the option to add a SD card as internal storage. So usually with this case here, you got a phone that has 16 gigabytes of storage. You'll have about 10 gigabytes free to yourself. But with the SD card added to it, come on now, stay focused. With the SD card added to it, you can literally add more space to your phone. So like this card here is 16 gigabytes. So that added 30 gig. Like so, for example, I would have 10, but with the addition of this SD card here, it went up to 30. So as you can see, I'm using 17.49 gigabytes of the 30 gigabytes. But it does separate the two of internal storage being at 16 and SD card being at 14. But the using internal is 11.75 and the 5.75 using SD card. So you can do that. You got a huge SD card in there, and then you'll be good for a very long time. Alright, so let me see here. You got display options where you can change the screen mode from cold, normal to warm. So let me show you that. Code. You got normal here. Come on, normal and warm. So that's cool. I can go over the gestures real quick with you guys too, because this phone does have some gestures. You got the adaptive display brightness here. So you know what that is. I'm not going through that. So gestures. Not that many gestures, but it does have some. So the only ones that I use is the double tap. I use that one there. I don't use the turnover. Let me see here. Turn over to activate or turn over to mute. Nah, I don't do that. I don't use that there. And the thing about those gestures is when you're running a different launcher, it doesn't necessarily work. So like, see, I'm on Google now. It doesn't work. That's not nothing to complain about because that's been going on for a long time with my devices. So no biggie to me. But let's say you got the screen lock. You can double tap and it wakes up. Alright. One thing that's a little bug too as well. Just to let you guys know. Turns out this video is going to be super long because I have to go through everything. One thing I'd like you guys know is that the little icons you get in the lock screen here, you can change those and edit those. And every time I add like a fifth one, it always ends up disappearing. Sounds strange, but they say when I add Twitter or title, whatever, it would always end up disappearing. And I thought that was pretty annoying. Give you guys an example of what the speakers sound like. So give me a second, let me pull up a audio file real quick. This one. Okay. Wait, I got a message. I don't know if the audio is coming through my headphones or the actual phone, so as you can clearly hear, we got the studio studio. Stereos, front-facing speakers there. So, yeah, they are pretty good. They get the job done. Best speakers I had on the phone, because I never had a phone with stereo front-facing. So I do like that feature a lot there. Anything else I can go over with the phone? As far as the OS again, everything runs pretty smoothly. Don't have any type of problems with it. It doesn't lag on the Google Now. I'll say that. It doesn't lag on the Google Now launcher. But on its own launcher, like the dedicated one that comes out the box, like the Alcatel's launcher, I don't know what it's called, but I couldn't even tell you. It's called the One Touch launcher. All right, whatever. So with the One Touch launcher, I pretty much got almost the same setup. But the thing is, though, they have so many animations, and I don't really care for them. Like, I'm pretty sure you could turn them off, but look at this. Let me show you. See how the folder opens? I don't like shit like that. That's not cool to me. And it slows the phone up. Easily you can turn this off. Yes, I know. But even if I turned it off, I'm not a fan of it. And I like how it's transparent. You can see the wallpaper and everything in the background. That's cool. But when it starts getting super buggy and everything, that's all because of the OS. So what I did was just go to the Google Now launcher. I mean, what I always do. Just my favorite launcher. And just run that. Like I do on all my phones. 641 single core and 1,687 for the multi-core score. And I know I got another one here, so give me a second. And this is another one that I took here. 647 for the single core, and then 1,879 for the multi-core score. So, little bit of a mixed results there for the Geekbench, but that's pretty much what you can expect for the single core. And for the multi-core score, you can expect anywhere between 1687 to about 18 something. 1897, I think it was. Wait, how much was it? 1879, excuse me. Alright. So yeah, the Geekbench performance is decent. Nothing to complain about. The 615 here and here. Now I already did a video about the 615, but I think I have a faulty device, only because the 615 doesn't perform as good as it should. Like sometimes you open up apps and it will stutter. Alright, so I'm pretty sure not everyone had that experience here. Matter of fact, one of my subscribers here, we were talking about the Alcatel here and how he never had that issue. He had never had the issues that I was experiencing with my phone on his. So I just thought for a second, like maybe I have a faulty device. So we're gonna do some more research here. I'm gonna have to find some more videos. As far as the 615, it doesn't really overheat or anything like that. Doesn't overheat. Definitely not as much as the Moto G4, which I think was really weird. But oh, I just covered the camera. I'm sorry, guys. But it's supposed to be the updated version of the 615, but still kind of overheats here. Hey, but it's been about 20-some minutes and the phone is still going, so it's not choppy or anything like that. But the 615 in here doesn't perform as good as it should. I already did a video explaining that against the LG Stylo 2, so I'm not going to go into detail again. But that was only personally with this device. I haven't heard of it. I did a little bit of research, but no one has been having the same issues I'm having, so. And then again, this is a 2015 device. It's not 2016, so that should factor in as well. The price is $99 on Amazon. Now it was a 2-day sale, so it might have went back up to $150. But you can definitely go and check that out and see if it's available. If I miss anything, just leave it in the comments, and I would go ahead and answer your questions as well, referring to the phone about what I missed in the video here. Thank you guys for watching the video. Name's Master Rock. Have a good day. Peace, y'all.